the World Championships in 81, 82.
Yes, Bigelow wants to establish a powerful race. He had a quick start in his opening heat. However, he had a bad rhythm, a certain tightness to his stroke throughout the body in his heat. Now what he wants to do is he wants to get comfortable, he wants to set a strong pace, he wants to build his confidence. Keep in mind, there's no attempt to peak during this repechage heat. He's not looking for a maximum performance. He wants to get himself comfortable in a powerful flow.
You heard the doctors, Collinet and Morgan, talk about psychology and pain. Right now in the lead from Norway is Lars Bjornås, but he probably won't be figuring in here. At the top of your screen in the black jersey from New Zealand, he's the favorite along with Bigelow. But Bigelow has a bad back. He has a herniated disc and it's bothered him intensely the last 2 years. However, his teammates marvel how with that back pain, he rose with it. He's got a ruptured disc. He probably should get operated on. He doesn't want to, and he still rose, and he rose with great competitiveness.
Yes, Kurt, today on race day, Biggie is not thinking about his back. He's really not aware of his pain. The pain and the dealing with the pain really occurs during the practice sessions. Right now, he's beyond that point. He's feeling the flow of his boat. He's just squeezing out each stroke, prying his legs and back, and driving that boat smoothly through the water.
This is a 2,000-meter run. The first three go into the semifinals, as we said. Out in front from Puerto Rico is Juan Felix. And here is our first split time. The superimposed line, not there. It won't be up right now. But we have 1,500 meters to go in this race. From Puerto Rico, Juan Felix would be like the designated rabbit in a world-class mile run to get out instead of fast pace. But the New Zealander is in front now. Gary Reid, he's an electrician, and the town that he lives in, Wakatani in New Zealand, had to raise money to send him to the World Championship. He's labeled 1 in his boat, lane 1. He's in the black jersey. He's in the lead right now.
Yes, right now, John Bigelow must be feeling pretty good. He's now on pace. He's moved right up with the New Zealander, and the three of them are swinging their boats down with confidence and with poise. In fact, as we watch right now, we see Bigelow moving forward.
All right, we have a long ways to go yet. It's not halfway through, and we'll be back here for the single sculls right after this message.
The beauty of a Delta faucet is, when it's on, it's on. And when it's off, it's off. Its washerless design helps keep it from dripping, so it lasts and lasts and lasts. Delta faucet. We're first because we last.
Kodak presents your other camera, Trim Print Instant Camera and Film.
First to snap it, trim, print, share it, trim, print, tear it and trim. The ones you like the best.
Trim prints are thin, you can cut, you can trim. And isn't that smart?
Snap it, trim, print, share it, trim, print, tear it and trim it. And keep it close to your heart.
Trim Print, the other camera like no other camera, only from Kodak.
For Miriam Rounds, recreation supervisor, tap dancing can cause a headache.
My headache starts here, behind my eyes. I would love to have some aspirin.
Today we'd like you to try extra strength Tylenol. It works without aspirin.
I would have to try it. My headache is gone, and I'm ready to take on the world, even the tap dancers.
Extra strength Tylenol. You can't buy a more potent pain reliever without a prescription. Now Tylenol introduces caplets, specially coated and shaped so they're easy to swallow. New extra strength Tylenol caplets.
Go for more at Sears.
Go for the precision of our microwave oven with AccuWave for even cooking, $279.99. The power of our PowerMate vacuum, just $139.99, save $110. Our Kenmore washer for $299.99, dryer $249.99, or the performance of this 19-inch color TV with remote control, $399.99. Go for more at the August home sale.
There's more for your life at Sears.
I'm John Bigelow, Juan Felix.
This is Kurt Gowdy along with Brown University rowing coach Steve Gladstone. This is the single sculls, a repechage. John Bigelow of the United States is in the lead. He trains on the Charles River. He's going for a master's degree. In fact, 4 of the 8 of the American rowing team of the 8s have master's degree. This is the best educated sport in the Olympic Games, is rowing. Bigelow in the lead, and Gary Reid, the electrician from New Zealand, is second. He's their national champ. You'll see if we get to look at his shell, by the way, his town, Wakatani, where they passed the hat to send him to the World Championship. Now remember, Bigelow, a bronze medalist in the World Championships, 500 meters to go, is out in front. And we'll see this drive now in the last 500 meters of this race. That's Felix of Puerto Rico in third.
Yes, John is rowing with real poise and control at this point. This kind of performance is exactly what he wanted to draw out of himself today. As I mentioned earlier, he wasn't looking to peak, but he was looking to get a good, strong row. And that's exactly what he's done. He's got good swing, which means good relaxation on the recovery. Look at the ease of that body on the recovery, particularly when you think that this man is rowing with a herniated disc. He's able to deal with that and keep that boat flowing. That's a real courageous effort.
We talked about sports psychology, the two doctors. This man has great concentration. One time he concentrated so much he rode off the course in an international class race. John Bigelow is in the lead from Bellevue, Washington, near Seattle. 26 years old, a perfect sculler's body. He has 9% body fat, almost perfect, and 72% slow twitch fiber in the muscle. But he's going to have to, if he gets into the semifinals, and it appears he's a cinch, go against the greatest probably in the history of this sport, Karppinen of Finland and Peter Kolbe of West Germany. Bigelow coming down to the finish. The roar of the crowd encouraging him on. Gary Reid, when he comes into your screen, will be in the black jersey from New Zealand. And the other man coming along is Felix of Puerto Rico. They'll probably qualify. Here he is, a really free spirit who loves to sing with his guitar, John Bigelow. Is there a wall of pain, the wall they go through?
Kurt, no, not in rowing. In fact, the duration of the race is not long enough for an athlete to complete his glycogen store, which is what hitting the wall is about. You're in distress, no question about that. There's pain, but there really is no wall.
There's the winner, John Bigelow. He's qualified. Gary Reid of New Zealand being battled there by the Puerto Rican Juan Felix. So America has their representative, only one single sculler from each country, and John Bigelow will go into the semifinals on Thursday and take a shot at those big boys, Kolbe, West Germany, and Karppinen of Finland. Okay, John.
Okay, here's where John asserts himself in the race. As I mentioned earlier, you can see that composure and that flow that he didn't have yesterday when he was racing. It's a much easier look to it, much more authority. He's rowing with confidence. He's picking that boat up each stroke. There he is, driving his legs, prying it forward. John's looking like a real champion. Keep in mind, John was a bronze medalist in these World Games, and he's a real competitor.
Here's the start, Steve.
You can see the arm draw coupled with the leg drive. As I've mentioned before, this is a real finesse point in the race. That boat at most is 12 inches wide. It weighs about 22 pounds. You've got big men sitting in there. That's hard to balance. But he's moving quickly and fluidly and getting that boat off the line sharply.
So the official results of the repechage in the single sculling. Bigelow of the United States is the winner. Reid from New Zealand is second, and Felix of Puerto Rico finishes third. And now let's return to Frank Gifford at ABC Control.